that saw the Secretary General of the United Nations gracing our shores. South Africa has carved itself a place in the world community of nations, forging diplomatic and economic relations and pursuing peace. South Africa has assumed its rightful place in the community of nations as the first African country to lead the G20 group of nations as president. This massive feat under the leadership of the ANC and the stewardship of President CyrilRamaphosa is consistent with our quest for a better Africa and a better world. This important position augurs well for the economic development of Africa, promotion of global peace, solidarity, and sustainability, partnerships and collaborations for reciprocal benefit and mutual prosperity, inclusive multilateralism and a progressive internationalism, poverty eradication and end to starvation and disease, and the African Union Agenda 2063. We are on a growth trajectory with the international community interested in investing and forging ties within South Africa. The ANC congratulates the vanguard of the working class, the South African Communist Party, on its successful Special Congress. We shall continue to work with the Alliance in building the future of this country towards a better life for all. This also goes to the successful conference of the South African Student Congress as a strategic vehicle for free, quality, higher, and further education. The Basic Education Laws Amendment Act, the ANC welcomes the proclamation of the Basic Education Laws Amendment Act in its entirety. This marks a significant milestone in the ongoing transformation of South Africa's education system. This achievement follows years of rigorous consultations and reflects our unwavering commitment to ensuring equitable access to quality education for all South Africans in line with the Freedom Charter. The full Bela Act heralds a new era of inclusivity, addressing historical inequalities and affirming the rights of all learners to quality education. Measures such as universal access to grade R, the elimination of corporal punishment, centralized admissions, and equitable language policies dismantle remnants of apartheid-era practices. This is a victory for constitutional values and vision of a united, non-racial, non-sexist South Africa. We are aware of the anti-transformation pushback by forces opposed to change, nostalgic of the apartheid-era past, majority rule and superiority of one language over the other. Failure to address this will be a betrayal of the generation of 1976, who rejected Afrikaans as a medium of instruction, thus relegating the majority to secondary citizenship and lack of identity in their country of birth. We denounce baseless fear-mongering by those who oppose these progressive changes, seeking to entrench outdated language hierarchies and exclude the majority from education opportunities. The ANC remains resolute in building an education system rooted in equality and inclusivity, ensuring that no child is left behind. This act is congruent with the right to education, language, culture, the recognition and respect of linguistic and cultural communities, and diversity as entrenched in the Bill of Rights. We commend the bold steps taken by President Ramaphosa by signing this into law and for calling for its immediate implementation. The Department of Basic Education should therefore move swiftly to finalize norms and standards to guide governing bodies, SGPs, and provincial heads of department. Indeed, the doors of learning and culture shall be open to all as advocated by Freedom Charter. The Government of National Unity, clearinghouse, engagement with other political parties on this very important matter has also been important and a really test of our coming together and notwithstanding our diversity and differences. The signing of this bill is a demonstration that we are in a government of national unity, but not a meltdown or a melting pot where we agree on everything. And it is an affirmation of the correctness of our position that we need to work together as a country, as political parties, irrespective of ideological background.